Wow, it's already time for us to start thinking about the final paper for this class. The second half of the semester will be dedicated to solving a problem that you have encountered at ISU. There's this common saying that there's nothing certain but death and taxes. But I would add you can also count on problems arising. Problems are just a certain part of life. And there's nothing wrong with complaining about them. But one of the marks of a mature person is to not just complain, but to roll up your sleeves and find solutions to the problems you will inevitably encounter. So, for this final assignment series, you will write a proposed solution to a local problem in higher education. You will draw upon your experiences as well as research. These are the requirements I'm looking for in the final paper. Include a thesis statement. The format of your thesis statement should look something like this. To solve X problem, we should do Y because A, B, and C. You will also follow the proposal form, which I'll be introducing later on. The paper should be at least 6 to 8 pages long and should refer to at least 5 sources, including a source from the opposing view. In addition to research, I do want you to include your personal stake through personal experiences and narrative storytelling. And finally, you'll end the paper with a works cited page. You can see the main components of the proposal in the thesis statement format. In order to solve X problem, we should do Y because A, B, and C. The X refers to the specific problem you've encountered, the Y refers to your solution to the problem, and the A, B, and C are the reasons in support of your particular solution to the problem. Like any good thesis statement, this thesis format gives you the major elements of the paper in miniature. There are other types of reasoning that you will use in your final draft. You'll get instruction on how to use the proposal form later on, which should help you organize and contextualize the information from your research and experience. And you won't have to create those 6 to 8 pages out of nowhere. I've divided the task into a number of smaller assignments for you to complete over the next couple months. So those weekly papers aren't going anywhere. One of the best ways to tackle big projects is to chunk it into smaller tasks. When you encounter other big projects like this in other classes, you'll be able to use this process yourself. These assignments form the Research Assignment Series. So, I keep talking about research. And while some of your research will be the conventional hitting the stacks at the library variety, you'll also want to explore the ISU website, along with the websites for the city of Pocatello and the state of Idaho. You can also interview ISU professors, administrators, or staff. This project focuses on local problems, which means you'll need to do local research. If you're struggling to find sources, our librarians will be able to help you discover local sources of information if you're struggling. And of course, I can help you with that too. One of my big goals for this course is to help you write research that features your own ideas and doesn't get bogged down with or overwhelmed by the sources you found in your research. So be sure that your voice is the loudest one in your paper. The grading guide for this paper is available on the final paper assignment page, and we'll look at it more closely later in the semester. Whoops. The nuts and bolts of the final paper are that it's worth 30 points, it should be 6 to 8 pages in length, and it is due the Tuesday of finals week. And now it's time to get to work. The paper due this Sunday is an invention activity, which is designed to get you brainstorming ideas for your final topic. This assignment is the first paper in the final research assignment series, and it is designed to get your ideas flowing. So why am I calling this paper invention? Well, I like to refer to brainstorming activities as invention because that word conjures the same associations as the more familiar use of the term. Conventional inventors and writers both use their skills to experiment, fail, and create. Scientific invention involves the processes of both generating ideas and testing ideas. And your invention activity this week will do the same thing. So, for this week's paper, you will generate ideas and then begin testing one of them. Make a list of all the problems you have encountered this year at ISU. Big or small, they all matter. Then, choose one of your problems. Write down some of your personal experiences with that problem. Go ahead, turn it into a narrative, a story. You'll be able to use it in your final paper later. Then brainstorm some possible solutions to the problem. Try to think of 3 possible solutions, if possible. The ideal solution will be one that involves local, ISU-driven policies, not one that requires nationwide change. The nuts and bolts of this first assignment in the research assignment series are that it's worth the customary 6 points. It should be about 2 pages in length, and it is due on Sunday at midnight. And you can find the grading guide on the assignment page on Moodle. And that's it. Time to get to work. Happy problem solving.